All right, I'm recording, huh? So tomorrow, well, I should say today is Valentine's Day, okay? So, there's been a lot of this energy lingering. February 14th. Images. You see hearts, Valentine's Day. If you've been watching my channel over the last few weeks, you would know that that is Arizona's birthday as well. And I'm out here in Arizona, okay? So you got Arizona's birthday, Valentine's Day. Also, this former quarterback who's no longer with us, Steve McNair, right here, Valentine's Day. And just remember, there's a lot of this stuff with the language, okay? You may have somebody's name that rhymes with this on the world stage, possibly trending tomorrow. And look, I pointed this out, and this is almost like a part two in a way, because I think I made a Valentine's video, kind of like a pre-Valentine's video. So I'm just kind of like touching on this again. But remember, look, Steve McNair, air like Arizona. You see that? Air like Arizona with the same birthday. Okay? So Steve McNair, Arizona, same birthday. The language, right? And remember, I know I say that a lot. I feel kind of like a teacher. Also, like Air Jordan, and Michael Jordan's birthday is 3 days after Valentine's Day. Okay? Don't forget Michael Jordan on Valentine's Day wore number 12 because they say his jersey came up missing out of his locker or whatever. You see that right there? Now, Michael Jordan beat the Phoenix Suns to win his third championship. That's blurry. And, obviously Phoenix is in Arizona, right? Okay. But Arizona was Arizona's actual birthday is 1912. And look at that 12 right there. You see that? See, Arizona admitted to the State of the Union as the 48th state in 1912. And the 48th state, 4 plus 8 is 12. And Arizona equals 84 in the language as well. And even Valentine's Day, the 14th day of the second month, 14 minus 2 is 12. Okay, so you get Michael Air Jordan, Steve McNair, Arizona. So Arizona, Steve McNair, and Air Jordan. Isn't that wild? It's amazing, isn't it? Right there, RIP to this quarterback. I'm not too good to take a bite of my honeydew as I'm making this video. Oh yeah, something else. I discovered that Columbus, Ohio has the same birthday as Arizona. You see that? 1812, 100 years before Arizona. Well, it says was founded and accepted as the state capital on February 14. You see that right there? Columbus, Ohio. So you may get like a Columbus story maybe there'll be some kind of story about Christopher Columbus or something, right? So, I just wanted to share this with you. Think about it, like Arizona. I went over all of that stuff. I don't know what. Let's put Valentine. Look at Valentine as 102 in the language, which is like 12. Remember? Jordan with the 12. Arizona admitted to the Union in 1912. You see that? And look, Valentine has the 39 like Arizona. Look at that right there. And Arizona equals 105. Like, drop the zero, you get 15. Valentine has 51. Look at that right there. Ooh, and look, one more higher number, you would get the 14th day of the second month in the reverse cipher. Look at how close that was. You see that? Valentine. And look, see, Arizona's got that 39. This stuff is with the language, and there's that 105. Amazing, huh? So look at that 51 right there. Look at that. You see that? 105, 51, 141, one number shy of the 14th day of the second month. Look at that 39 match right there. And remember, 8 plus 4 is 12. Valentine 102, which is like 12. You see that? Wow, I didn't know it would zoom in that much. Look at that. I don't think it's ever zoomed in that much. Right? I mean, that's just how it is. I don't really. Valentine's has 59 like Michael Jordan Day. Look, 151. Look at that 74 right there. That's Steve McNair's death date. Wow, isn't that amazing? Look at that 74. Steve McNair died the 7th month and the 4th day. 74. You see that? Valentine's Day 74, that's his birthday. Isn't that amazing? Look at the 151 with Valentine's Day. This is the language, okay? 151, Arizona. 105, Valentine. 51. You see that? Heart. I don't have any of this memorized, okay? I don't notice anything spectacular with heart right there. Oh, heart has 52. Look at that. Heart equals 52 and Valentine's Day equals 52. You think about Valentine, look, heart. Isn't that amazing? Also, you think about love. You also get that 25 right there. But you think about love, maybe there's like a Jordan love story or something. These numbers sync up with Arizona right here. Arizona's birthday is the 45th day of the year. But I'm out here in Arizona, and I always see these numbers with Arizona stories. My birthday is 8/18/81, by the way. Right? The world is extremely fake, right? So love, heart, I don't know, candy. There's that Steve McNair death date again, the 4th day of the 7th month with candy. Look, 25. Candy has the 25 in the reverse cipher. Heart 25. Remember, heart 52. Valentine's Day 52. Like, for real. I mean, I'm just trying to show you. Okay? Right? Columbus, Ohio. And, like I said, this stuff, it doesn't always just add up all the time. I'm just pressing record and just showing you some of this stuff. Columbus, Ohio has 54. Okay? Just like love. You see that? Columbus, look, there's 4 base ciphers. Look at that. I'm telling you. Isn't that amazing? Valentine's Day 151. Columbus, Ohio 153. Pretty close, Yeah, I'm just showing you this stuff. So we have Valentine's Day tomorrow. What do you think about that? Okay. Well, I keep saying tomorrow. I'm recording on the 13th. So this is dropping actually 3 a.m. my time on Valentine's Day. Okay. And again, I'm in Arizona. So how old let's see, how old will Arizona be? So that's 88 plus 26. So Arizona will be 114 years old, is that right? Founded in 1912. Yeah. So 88 plus 26, 114 right there. Arizona. Remember, LeBron James equals 114, and his son Bryce is committed to the University of Arizona. Okay. And Bronny was rumored to get drafted by the Phoenix Suns, but he never did. Right? And a lot of times there's rumors that LeBron was going to go to the Suns. You know, we've heard that during his career. And again, Michael Jordan connected to LeBron. LeBron connected to Ohio, right? So all of this stuff is like intertwined. All of this stuff is synced up. Okay. You know, LeBron's born in the 12th month. That goes with that Jordan 12. Arizona founded in 1912. Okay. So did I make my point? Valentine's Day, you know, there's look out for the language. So look out for these stories with what I mentioned possibly trending, but they won't tell you it's synced up with Valentine's Day. Think about these names and other names rhyming with these characters possibly trending. I mentioned Jordan Love. I mentioned Air. Maybe there's another McNair or somebody named Blair. You know, you may get a Columbus, Ohio story that hits the major trending news, you know. Okay. So, I mean, that's it. Valentine's Day 2026. Until next time.